All right, so let's do that one more time, and this time take a picture of the actual frog. With it in its mouth. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh man, look at that freaking thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Did you guys get that? Did you guys see that on video? Oh. What? 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 Come on. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Come on. You've got to be kidding me. This freaking toad. Oh. This is why I have a freaking heart attack, man. I'm too old for this. I'm freaking too old for this. Actually, I'll never be too old for this. But all right, welcome back, y'all. This is Tim from Tim is Outdoors. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're gonna do an unboxing, and I hate to do the video this way because I did a good job at truly unboxing, like open up boxing. I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm engaging with you guys, and the video just didn't come out like I wanted. So what I'm gonna do is I put everything in one box. It's from Tackle Warehouse, guys. I'm gonna go over the stuff that I found in the box, tell you what it is, maybe show you a little bit of it, maybe do some compare and contrasting. And we're just gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a quick unboxing, and that's what this video is for. Typically, I do a sort of a cast, catch, compare live of utilizing the bait. But man, I'm so far behind. I got like 6 more boxes to unbox. This would just happen to be a Tackle Warehouse box. So we're in my bar. A lot of you guys, last video we talked about my 911. This video, this is my bar. I got a couple hobbies in collecting bourbon, drinking bourbon. I do more collecting than I do drinking, but that's one of my hobbies. I probably should pour me some. 1 second. Probably pour me some in a Glencairn. I had some Yamamoto here. My wife and I, we tried this the other day. This is a cast. Of course, this has nothing to do with fishing, but this is a cast strength. I don't even think this thing is aged. It's aged. I'll have to go back and see if I can find how old Yamamoto whiskey is. But this is a cast strength, non-chill filter whiskey from Japan. Beautiful decanter. Again, has nothing to do with my unboxing, but I do want to pour a little bit and let that open up while I'm here. All right, so I'll pour a little bit on the side, pop that back together, put this in a box, and we're going to go and have a good time. So first up, let's go through, I like doing soft plastics first. So soft plastics, this is a massive bait from Secret Lures. It looks like it's just a gigantic tube. It's called the 4.2 Flippin' Stupid Tube. Flippin' Stupid Tube. This thing is freaking gigantic, super thick. The reason why I bought this tube is because I wanted something that I can flip in for bass. It's not everything's about smallmouth. I did buy these to go to Wisconsin with, but I also bought them because I wanted to do some flipping here in Virginia into the grass and see if I can pull some big bass out of the grass. They see this thing drop down up in there, they'll be ready to eat. Trust me. Typically, how I would fish this is with just a straight EWG, and I know typically you have this little insert single hook for if you're doing smallmouth fishing, but I'm going to use an EWG, hook it weedless. Put a big gigantic weight on this bad boy and throw it up into some grass and see if I can yank Big Bertha up out of there. So that was the first thing we got. Secret Lures, big flipping stupid tube. All right, so I'm going to pull out a bunch of, not a bunch, but a few soft plastic. And these are, we'll call these bluegill style baits. These are all made by Big Bite Baits. And I'll tell you what, well, when I tried to open this on the last one, I was talking about how I dislike when vendors don't allow you to get to the sealing part of the bag. So you end up ripping this off. So if you ever use anything off this bag, you have to take this piece off, and you can't hang the bag on your wall. This is what's on the wall Wednesday. So you know I like to put my stuff on the wall. But let's talk about this Big Bite Baits. This is a warmouth, a 3.5-inch bluegill. And take a look at this bait, how beautiful that thing is. It's freaking amazing. It's got the little orange on the chin there. It's got little fins in the back. It's very nice eyes. Massive body cavity. I'm just gonna put this on a belly weighted, sort of screw in hook, maybe 3/0, maybe 4/0 at the most. And I'm going to have myself a blast with this. This color is green bluegill. Again, green bluegill. This is from Big Bite Baits, 3.5 inch. I got some smaller ones and some larger ones. I think this is this is larger. This is a 4-inch. Same thing. This is real deal shad. You get 4 in this pack. This is a 5-inch real deal shad as well. The color of this one is shad. Real deal shad color. This one here is some type of bluegill. Real deal shad bluegill. This one is warmouth bluegill. I'll put these right next to each other so you can kind of see the difference. I'll put this back in the bag. Let me rip this open again. All right. So that's odd, right? So the warmouth is 3.5, and the real deal shad is 4-inch. I don't know how the math is done on that, but you could tell this one here, the girth is different. This is a bit taller, much more biting surface. This is a little bit more detailed. It's got the little fins on the side. I don't know if that's a stabilizing fin. Again, huge body cavity, gorgeous paint, just different bait profile. Take a look at these guys right beside each other. Again, this one is the 3.5 warmouth, and this one is the 4-inch real deal shad. So very similar style baits, completely different in the profile. Okay, we'll put these guys back up and put these to the side. All right, let's jump in the last two soft plastics I have today. Gary Yamamoto Stretch 40. I got two pair of these. 2 bags of these. What I wanted to do here, I wanted a larger curly tail, kind of like grub. I mean, it's a mixture between curly tail grub and a stick bait Cinco. I'm going to just practice with this thing, utilizing it in different ways. One of the ways I want to do is obviously going to be Texas rig. Short profile, so I imagine big fish and small fish will like to eat this. I mean, this thing is probably maybe 4 inches long, and then you got this huge curly tail on the bottom. I also wanted to put it on back of whether as a trailer, whether it's a jig, whether it's a bladed bait. That's what I wanted to use this for. But I saw this and I was like, you know what? I want to take a look at this. See, I don't know. Maybe I'll try fishing for smallmouth as well. Bottom line is I wanted to grab some of these guys because I wanted to practice around to see if fish in Virginia would like those guys. Let's get into, this is a good one. Let's talk about this real quick. So I grabbed some Finesse twist-free Gamakatsu. I think these are 2/0. Yep, 2/0. Basically, it's a cover Neko rig. What I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to shoot a video showing you how I would utilize this, because the rigging it's going to take some getting used to. What would happen is you'll rig this thing weedless. This little hook keeper at the back will bury inside of the Neko rig, and on the back you'll have your nail weight or screw weight, whatever you're going to use for your Neko rig. You pitch this out there, drop through the cover, and when it comes back up out of the cover, everything will not, well, the whole goal is to not get hung up when you're pitching this thing in brush. So that's what I'll do. Who knows, man? I may even use that curly tail Gamakatsu, what is it called? Stretch 40 on this as well, just to get a little bit more action when that bait goes through the brush. Really, that's what this is for. You want to fish a Nico rig weedless, this is how you would do it. So I'm super excited about this bait. We will see how this thing plays out. Should be fun. Should be a lot of fun. All right, I'll set this over to the side. Let's talk about some jig heads. One of my favorite like sleeper companies that I didn't find out until early this year. Matter of fact, I did a finesse swim. Well, it wasn't a swim bait. It was basically a finesse presentation. I wanted to build out my inventory with regards to how I was going to fish finesse. So I bought a bunch of stuff, and in that video, I'll link it here. In that video, I talked about this company, Cool Baits, out of the Dominican Republic. They had I did bring it. Here I am talking about it, but I had a bait right here. I had an underspin from Cool Bait. Love it. It was a 1/4 ounce. It's called the Down Under. This guy is called the Dart. I talked about the Down Under. Love the Down Under so much. I wanted to actually utilize just a standard jig head to see how it will go. Now, I did bring some other baits. I also talked about this, the Demiki Armor Shed. Now that I have the Demiki Armor Shed, it did okay. It did okay with that one. Let me show you this bait. Very small. Now, we reviewed this one already, but when it comes to the Cool Baits, and I'm opening this. I said I wasn't going to do this, but you guys know better than to get me in front of a camera talking about how you rig up baits. So basically, I'm going to rig this up. You guys are like, what the heck is this guy doing? Sorry, man. Sorry, guys. Got to do it. You got to do it. Try to get it as straight as humanly possible. Even though this thing has a back slit, I wanted to use it for this specific application. Now, probably went on there a little bit too much. Now, look at that freaking thing. Does that not look like the most amazing paddle tail swim bait fish out there? The little hook there. Maybe I probably should have brought the hook up a little bit to set it up a little bit higher in the plastic, but I'll just put a little piece of super glue there. And man, I'll tell you what, that thing right there is going to get bit. So again, Cool Baits, an awesome lure company out of the Dominican Republic. I bought them in 3/8 ounce, 3/16 ounce, and an 1/8 ounce. Again, these are for the much smaller paddle tail swim baits that I bought. I do like the underspin. I just wanted, baits without the underspin. Throw it in a bunch of bait fish and pull it back to, some light spinning setup. Pull it back to the boat, to the kayak, hook up, have a great time doing it. Next bait. So we went from small jig heads to gigantic ones. These are made by Santone Lures. The reason why I bought these guys is because I wanted to go deep, and this winter I want to fish large worms. I got a bunch of things from 6 Cents. Now 6 Cents does have their own jig heads. I like these because I'm just gonna open it up. See, man, I can never get through an unboxing without opening up everything that I just bought. Because you guys want to see this stuff. I mean, take a look at where the bait keeper is. It's right here. So I can pull this thing out of brush without having the worm getting yanked off. I mean, this is, it looks like a freaking 7-ounce. What size is this? It's just a 1/2 ounce jig head, but it won't tell me the size hook. Man, that's gotta be 6 or 7 ounce. Yes, Santone Lures. They're out of the great state of Texas. Amen. Hallelujah. I'm going to get some big uns, and be able to throw some big worms off of that one. All right. So Strike King, the bleeding bait, buzz bait. I bought this bait specifically to go head to head with this bait. The Guggen, I think it's called the Hummer. Yeah, the Hummer buzz bait. So I wanted a Strike King bait just to go up against this Guggen Hummer bait. This is a 3/8 ounce. I do have a 3/8 ounce. This is 1/2 ounce, but I do have a 3/8 ounce. I wanted to see which one of these baits did the best, the sound quality, all of that good stuff. But yes, before we got to fall, well, actually, we're in fall. So, man, you should be throwing a buzzbait. You should be throwing top water. You should be getting it done. And that's what I want to do. I'm so excited to throw these two baits and pit them up against each other to see how they react. Now, I have one more bait. Last one. I told you this was going to be a short video, but this is the very last one. This is the Boyd Ducket. I forget what the it's a series of baits. He has a couple colors of these, but man, this is a multi-jointed swim bait. That thing is freaking gigantic. No, I'm not fishing for muskie. I'm fishing for big bass. Will I ever get a bass to eat this thing? Dude, I don't have a clue. But this is the BD Shad. This is a 6-inch. Interesting thing about this bait is I got it for a discount. I got it for like $17 from Tackle Warehouse. Don't ask me how. It was $17. One of the innovative things that I like about this bait, and I say innovative, even though I say innovative, this bait is old. This thing came out several years ago. Now you got Mike Buka's Bull Shads. You got all these custom one-of bait shops that's making this stuff. This is pretty cool. I really like this because that treble hook right there is shaped really differently. It's made so it has a magnet on it. Think Mag Drafts and all those guys. It has a magnet on it that tucks that first treble hook way up inside of the center. The only thing I dislike about this bait is it does not have a rotating hook mount, right? So, don't get me wrong, these hooks are super sharp. I don't think that a fish will be able to throw this bait, but knock on wood or knock on drywall. Here's some wood. I would hope that if a bass grabbed onto this, that I would keep that hook pinned. But again, I really am impressed by this bait. You guys probably already know that I bought this bait specifically to pit against the 6-inch trays. You know how I do. I want to see how these baits pit against each other. I have other baits that I want to pit it against as well. The Gantarelle. This is specifically the Gantarelle Junior Ghost Gill. Let me put it right. I want to pitch it against this. I think this might be like 5-inch. It's definitely not a 6-inch, but still I can put it up against baits like that, which I think is like a $30 bait. You have much smaller ones like Mike Booker's Bull Shad. Mike Booker actually has a Bull Shad that is like 3 or 4 times the price of this that I did not buy. I probably will get one at the Gathering this year, unless the Gathering has already come and gone. If you don't know what the Gathering is, huge swim bait conference that they have every year in Virginia. I think Williamsburg area, campgrounds or something like that. Anyway, look up the Gathering. Get out there on Swim Bait Universe, find out more about it. But again, this is the Ducket, the Boyd Ducket BD series. God, dog, those hooks are freaking sharp. Goodness. I am super excited because you guys know I have a Dobyns swim bait rod, right? Yeah, I'm ready to throw these big swim baits this fall to see if I can get Big Bertha before she goes back into hibernation. Bass don't really hibernate. I just said that. Anyway, again, thanks for showing up. Thanks for clicking on my video. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't. Quick plug, I do have a P.O. box down in the description. If you guys want me to, if you're bait makers and you want somebody to sample your baits, send them back to you, give you honest feedback, I don't mind doing that. Matter of fact, I really like evaluating baits and giving feedback. Check out my Instagram. It's also Tim is Outdoors. And until the next time, you know what? I never tried. Let's try this Yamamoto Japanese whiskey. Again, cast strength. I almost left without drinking this. So I want to give you guys a quick. Man, it's very light. Maybe a little honey, kind of oaky. If you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm utilizing the Glencairn and I'm taking a look at what's called the legs. We'll get into that on another channel that I'm starting called the Suburbanites. It's where I go over and I review bourbon. So not only do I like to review automobiles, fishing equipment, I also like to review bourbon. Man, wow, it does have that frunk. It does have that, so Japanese whiskey is not like American whiskey. I won't get into that. You'll have to go to my other channel for that. But yes, I do like it. Not a long finish, not harsh, but it's only like 98 proof, so I didn't really expect it to burn my eyelids or anything. I definitely do not like the ethanol smell or the ethanol experience. I like to be able to sample whiskey and be able to drink it and enjoy it. All right, so again, I'm getting a little long in the teeth here. Next time, I'll see you again on What's on the Shelf Wednesday.